My father was a king. My husband was a lord. But I was a dreamer. When I was a child, I would wander off to play by myself. It's not that I did not appreciate the company of my brothers and sisters, but sometimes my imagination was too big for them. I used to climb trees because I thought if I got high enough, I could hop on a cloud and glide away. I would walk through the river trying to find treasure abandoned by pirates. I would tumble down the hills and create crowns with flowers and sing with the birds. I never wanted it to end. The morning I married Owen, I had taken a walk in the meadow, and when they could not find me, they thought I had been stolen away in the night. They found me top of a tree, where I'd watched the sunrise, and for a brief moment contemplated living there forever and forsaking my future as a wife. I told them I just lost track of time. They laughed. Silly Maggie, head's always up in the clouds. Nearly missed her own wedding day. Too busy daydreaming. You'll have to keep an eye on her own. Sure she does not wander off someday and never comes back. I was lucky because Owen loved me and sometimes he understood me. At least he tried to. But sometimes it got too much. I would slip away in the midst of celebrations when everyone was too drunk and dazed and joyous to notice my disappearance. Sometimes the crowds were too loud and I could not think coherently unless I was alone. Other times my thoughts were too much, and to prevent them from spilling out of me, I drank and I danced all night until my screaming could be mistaken for joy. When that would not work, I would walk by the river, up and down, up and down. Sometimes I would sing to myself. Sometimes I would sing with the birds. Sometimes I would just sit and sew. Or Owen would join me and we would talk and talk. That is why we decided to build the friary here. Owen hoped it would bring some sort of semblance of peace. Like if we built a church by these banks, it would cure whatever ailed me. But let me tell you a secret. Something I never told another living soul. I never found peace while praying on my knees or reflecting in the silence and sanctity of a church. I admire people who do. Owen could go chanting prayers for hours if you let him. My own thoughts run far too fast for me to catch up with them. My imagination was always too big and too broad. So I learned to pray while I worked. While I walked with my hands in the soil. While I danced under the stars. My dreams are my prayers. I wanted to build castles when I was a girl. Massive fortresses with towers that touched the clouds and with deep, dark moats. I wanted to defeat dragons and throw myself headfirst into danger and protect people with just a sword and strength. I wanted to save the damsels in distress And when I got older, I wanted to fall in love with reckless abandon. And it all seemed so impossible, so out of reach. This abbey was my castle. And maybe it was not the fortress that Owen hoped it would be for me. There was something so miraculous in that, all stone from stone. It was like watching my own children grow. I defeated the monsters in my head every day, like they were the dragons I imagined destroying as a girl. I was the damsel, and I rescued myself.